to the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, lead fishing tackles are the second leading cause of death for Maine's loons.
For the past decade, laws have been passed limiting the use of lead weights because the birds end up ingesting them. Now, a new law is expanding that effort, but it's not a blanket ban. News Center Maine's Leanne Stapleton explains.
As of September 1st, the sale of certain lead fishing sinkers and bear jigs are now prohibited. Wildlife biologist Laura Williams says the loon is the driving force behind this bill.
Once they pick up that piece of lead and then it's in their gizzard as they're digesting food, they're just grinding that chunk of lead and it's slowly leaching out into their body. Most typically results in death, and that takes about 2 to 4 weeks.
The ban includes lead tackles that are less than 2.5 inches long and weigh an ounce or less. Peter Memoris owns Saco Bay Tackle. He says while anglers will need to learn to adapt to new regulations, there's still a gray area.
Confusing part about it is that you can still use lead in salt water, whereas you cannot use it in fresh water. Getting a more detailed description of what they need to do, it won't be as vague as it has been in the past.
Especially to those coming from out of state, but Memoris says that's when speaking to locals can come in handy.
That's what they want you to use. That's where a local tackle shop is helpful. People come in here for looking for knowledge and looking for what the locals are doing.
Now, if you have an inventory of the now banned lead tackles, don't panic. You have until September of 2026 to actually stop using them.
We'll have time to make the switch in their tackle box, use some of their old tackle, and research the new alternatives that you can use instead of lead.
Sometimes tin, tungsten, bismuth. A lot of these other alternatives are legal to use. The alternatives are more expensive, and I think that's the biggest obstacle.
It could help save the life of a loon.
We have the largest population of breeding loons in New England, and so us continuing to contribute to that is really important.
So that Maine can still lure both those who fish and those who love birds for decades to come. Leanne Stapleton, News Center, Maine.
Williams says Maine Audubon is offering to buy the stock of the now banned lead tackles from stores to try to offset that loss of revenue. More information can be found online at maineaudubon.org.